you have written about the Chinese-style censorship that appears to be taking hold of the Australian government. Now, our politicians have a sudden obsession with safety through duct tape, essentially. So why does this mass censorship make anyone safer, according to the government?
Well, it doesn't. It makes nobody safer. And what we really need to talk about as well is why is such similar legislation being talked about in multiple countries, in Canada, in New Zealand, all at the same time? A little bit sus, I think. And the reason why that is pretty clear. It's that our nation's policies are being dictated by unelected globalists that are not accountable really to the Australian people. And what these unelected globalists are really about, and we all know who they are, you know, the globalists that sit at the United Nations, at the World Economic Forum, at the WHO. There's quite a few groups where these people like to frequent. And what they are actually worried about, Ali, is they're worried about losing control of the narrative. Nobody gives a damn about mainstream TV anymore. Less and less people are tuning in to their nightly news. More and more people are doing this. They're going on their devices, they're looking at Twitter, they're looking at Facebook and YouTube and all these kinds of other big tech platforms, and that's where they're getting their news from now. And that's a problem for the establishment. This little device is a savior and a curse all at the same time. It makes it so that everyone out there can become a citizen journalist, and it's very easy with a few clicks of a button. And that's what they're worried about. They are petrified of losing control. And what have they done? They've gotten their agents in the governments across the world to roll out draconian censorship laws where the government of the day can decide what is misinformation, Ellie, and what is disinformation. So as an example, let's say a world-renowned doctor decides to get on their Twitter account and say, hey, I believe that X drug is safe for X disease. And the government says, no, we don't believe that because we're the government and we know better than you. We believe that it's unsafe. That world-renowned doctor is now cancelled, but they are cancelled at the hand of government. So yes, big tech loves to censor, but it's a whole different animal, Ellie, when the federal government comes over the top and says, now we are the arbiters of truth. We decide what is true. We decide what is not true. Very, very, very dangerous. And what makes it worse, Ellie, is these dirty, extreme leftist activists will sit on their Twitter feeds and their social media accounts, and they'll cheer it on. They'll say, "Good, I'm glad you're getting censored, mate." What do you think happens when a centre-right government eventually takes power one day, when the pendulum swings back the other way? They're going to come after you. So we need to protect freedom of speech, online, offline, everywhere, because let's face it, social media these days is a modern-day town square. That's what it is. Protect the modern-day town square. Protect your right to speak. It's not up to the government to tell me as a grown man or a grown woman what you can and you can't say or see. It's up to you. You decide.